Good morning, students. Okay, as we have completed our first four chapters, so now we are starting with our fifth chapter, that is your Adobe Flash Professional CS6. Okay, Adobe Flash Professional, I am sure that you must have heard about the flashes before. Okay, like the ones you have, like you have Jiffies right now in the current time. Okay, so previously what we had was we had flashes. Okay, the moving animated objects, fine, the graphics, the graphical object, the animation, so that we created with the help of our Adobe Flash Professional. So Adobe Flash, formerly called as your Macromedia Flash and your Shockwave Flash, is a powerful multimedia and software platform that has seemingly endless potential. Flash is used for creating vector graphics. Okay, they're basically used to create graphics, animations, games, and rich internet applications, which are also known as your RIAs, that can be viewed, played, and executed in Adobe Flash Player. Okay, if you are creating an animation, okay, in your Adobe Flash Professional, okay, so you'll be needing an Adobe Flash Player to play that. When Flash was introduced in 1996, like your Flash was the very first thing was introduced in your 1996, it opened a new world of animation and interactivity to the web. Okay, I am not sure that you have seen flashes or not previously, but I have seen. Okay, these are your little small clips, okay, which we need to play in the Flash Professional, which can be meaningful also and sometimes without meaning as well. So it goes like that. It opened a new world of animation and interactivity to the web. People were able to create moving animations and clickable interactive graphics that went beyond the capabilities of the standard HTML and CSS. Basically, in HTML, CSS, we created animations, okay, and everything, but it was more than that, okay. It actually overcame HTML and CSS. Flash requires a certain mindset to work in it properly, especially when animating with vector graphics and coding an action script. Basically, you need a different kind of mind frame. Okay, not everybody can do animations. The very first thing, for animation, you need to have that creative mind. Okay, for if you are designing some animations and graphics, you need to have those, that kind of a creative mind. Okay, Adobe Flash Professional CS6 is a multimedia platform for creating your the very first digital animation, rich web application, websites, movies, as well as for content phones and embedded devices. You can also create the content for your phones also and your other devices as well. It is frequently used for creating advertisements and games. Basically, Flash is used for creating your advertising, like your you must have seen your some of your cartoons on 9XM and all that, right? So you can create those kind of animations in your Flash as well. Okay, about Flash now. HTML is used for creating your static website. Basically, when we are using HTML, okay, HTML was basically used for creating the application. We can create app websites, right? But the websites were static, like there were no animations involved. Okay, the content and everything was static. But if we are using Flash, we can create dynamic websites, okay, where we can move the text and images and we can involve animations. Okay, your website, which includes your moving text, animation, and everything, that is done with the help of your flashes. That can be done with the help of your flashes. Like moving further, HTML is used for creating static websites where text and images are placed at a fixed position. They don't move. It doesn't really support dynamic sites where text, images, and animations are moving around on the screen, right? Traditionally, these effects were achieved with animated GIF, that is your graphics interchange format images, or Java applets. We use Java applets for all those things. Now Flash versus GIF. GIF, the full form of a GIF is graphics interchange format. An animated GIF is actually many images saved in one. Okay, your GIF is the same image, okay, but it is saved in one. Okay, it is like many images, it will be moving so rapidly that you find it as a moving object. Fine. This happens in movies also. There is a time frame also. Okay, whenever you're designing an animation, okay, there is a time frame like of 15 images, of 20 images, and they move so quickly, so rapidly, so swiftly that you don't realize that, okay, that those are the static images which are moving. If you make an animation of a clown that moves his hand up and down in 8 small movements, then the animated area of the image is saved 8 times. Like it is that same image is saved 8 times, those static images, and we find it as a moving object. When this clown GIF is loaded on a web page, the browser simply loops the image. The loop is created, okay. Therefore, even a small animation take forever to load. The animation, it takes a lot of time to load because 8 separate images are being loaded, so it will take time definitely. Now animated GIFs do not support interactivity. There is no interactivity. They simply loop the image in a predefined order. The order is already defined, okay, you cannot make any changes in that. In Flash, you can control the animation. We can control the animation in Flash, which we cannot do in the GIF. For example, you can make the animation stop and wait for the user to click a button, like as we are using Flash player, okay, so in that Flash player there will definitely be a stop and play button, okay. So you can control your animation with those buttons, so those are clickable. And when the animation starts again, it can be dependent on which button was clicked. A final obvious difference is that GIF images are limited to a 256 color palette, okay. So, and we can use more than 256 colors in our flashes. The advantages of Flash over animated GIF are: first is Flash movies load much faster, okay. In GIF, you know, the same image is stored like 8 to 10 times, and in Flash it doesn't happen like that. Flash movies allows interactivity, which GIF does not, and Flash movies can use more than 256 colors. Now Flash versus your Java applets. A Java applet has been used to add dynamic effects to a web page. Basically, you know, the Java applets, when we have to just involve dynamism in our websites, on our web pages, then what do we use? We use Java applets. To create Java applets, one should have the programming skills in Java. You need to know Java before using your Java applets. Some Java programmers have also created free applets which can be used, okay, that allows customization, and you can easily use those applets in packages. So instead of learning the programming, you can simply use the already programmed applets, as I told you. But if you want to add anything else to the applet, you will have to either program it yourself or find a free applet that actually did what you wanted, okay. Either you find the kind of applet you want that specific task to be done, okay, if you need some customization or some changes. Otherwise you have to do the coding by yourself. How to create a basic applet? How we can create a basic applet? There is a program for that. Following example demonstrates how to create a basic applet by extending the applet class. All you have to do is you have to extend the applet class, okay. You will need to embed another HTML code to run the program. Import java.applet. This is the very first line which we need. Import java.awt. Public class main extends applet. You have to extend the applet, as I already told you. Public void paint graphic G, G dot drawstring, welcome in Java applet. These are the codings, bacha. If you need, if you want to learn this, then you need to know Java first. Okay. Now compile the above code. You have to compile that code and call the generated class into your HTML code. And after compiling that code, means you have to save and execute that code, and then the link is to be performed. Okay, the code, you have to call that class into your HTML code. How you will be doing that? First lines will be same, HTML, your head, okay, then your body, then div, that is for the division, applet code, main dot class, width for that will be 800 and height will be your 500, then applet close, div, body, and then your HTML. The above code sample will produce the following result in the Java embedded web browser, welcome in Java applet. So it will be presented like this. Flash movies are in many ways similar to your Java applets. They are kind of same, which can be embedded into your HTML pages. Like as we can embed Java applets in this, okay, so we can also embed your flashes in your HTML, okay. But unlike Java applets, it is easy to create animation in Flash without programming skills. We can easily create flashes in your animations in your Flash, okay. We don't need to learn your Java coding and all, okay. If you don't even have programming skills, then also you can create your animations in flashes. Applets have often been criticized for killing browsers. Sometimes Java programmers are not as skillful as one might have wished. Some applets are programmed so they eventually take up all the resources on the computer, and this results in freezing the browser. Sometimes what happens is Java applets, they kill the browser, they make them function in a very low speed and everything, okay. Some applets, they are also programmed so they eventually take up all the, they actually just occupy all the resources, and then they freeze the browser as well. The advantages of Flash over Java applets are Flash movies are easier to create, okay, they don't need that much programming skills. Flash movies are more stable in web browser than the Java applets. Java applets, they freeze, but the Flash movies, they don't. Starting Adobe Flash Professional CS6, how you will be starting with it. Step 1, go to the start button, all programs, Adobe Production Premium CS6, Adobe Production Premium CS6, Adobe Flash Professional CS6, welcome screen will be displayed. Okay, that's how you will be going, and then this is the screen which will be displayed. Okay, welcome screen this is. Follow the given steps to create the new Flash CS6 document. First is select the action script 3.0 here, okay, here it is, from the create new, okay, from the create new area to the welcome screen. Then or go to the file, click on new from the menu bar, and new document dialog box will be displayed. In this dialog box, choose the action script. See, you'll be going here, file, then new, okay. From new you will be getting this dialog box appeared, okay, and then from there choose action script 3.0, and then your general tab. Enter the value for the width and height and frame rate in the frame rate field. You can choose a color by clicking a background color swatch. Choose the OK button. A new Flash file will be created, okay. Okay, now exploring the interface. This is the interface. Now we will be exploring, we will be discussing about these, okay, these options which are provided. Interface of See, what is an interface? I already told you, it is a platform where we interact with the software. Okay, so this screen, this home screen, is basically the interface where we can actually interact. So what all it consists: stage, tools panel, timeline panel, properties panel, menu bar, application bar. Using the tools in this interface, you can create interactive websites. We can also create interactive websites by using these tools, and digital animation as well, as edit and add elements to your movies. Fine. Workspace. In Flash CS6, the main screen is called your application screen. Okay, the main screen where we actually work is the application screen. There are several workspace profile presets. Okay, these presets are like the predefined workspaces, okay, which you'll be like selecting it, and then you can just have that kind of similar arrangement to it, which allows you to change the layout and arrangement of the panel based on your primary usage, like how you want to use it. Choose the workspace switcher button from the application bar. A flyout menu will be displayed. In this flyout menu, you can also choose the preset workspace from the workspace flyout. Presets are the already predefined sets. Okay, all these things, stage, tools, panel and everything, we will be doing in the next class. Okay, and if you find any problem in the section I discussed today, you can talk to me, you can ask me on my number. Okay, thank you so much, class.